Welcome to Disney's Riviera Resort, one of the newest deluxe resorts here at Disney World. We're going to give you a full resort tour and show you our room and find out if this is an overrated resort or if we'd stay here again. Let's go. So obviously at the Porte Cochere here, the entrance of the resort is where you'll get dropped off and pick up any airport transfers. But if you turn left from Porte Cochere and head right down this tunnel, you're going to find the resort buses. Obviously, as every other Disney resort offers, you're able to connect to every single Disney theme park and Disney Springs using the bus transportation. Anyway, to the lobby. So welcome to the Riviera lobby. We have to say this is one of the best smelling properties here at Walt Disney World. Behind me here obviously is your check-in and bell services, so once you arrive or depart you'll be heading straight here to the lobby, and as we come around this way you'll see the lobby lounge area that opens up and looks over the pool and the lagoon which shared with Caribbean Beach Resort. I believe I was told that because this is a Mediterranean and Italian French sort of inspired resort that the chandelier here is actually inspired by spaghetti. I don't know if that's true, I think that's what I've heard. And from the lobby, you'll find La Boutique, which is the resort store. Here you'll find all the usual essentials, the little gift shop, merchandise for the resort, Disney merch, as well as some of the foods and snacks that you can prepare because most of the rooms, not including ours, have little kitchens in them so you can prepare food for yourselves. Our next stop here in the lobby is going to take us to Le Petit Cafe, which has a beautiful coffee known as some of the best on all of Walt Disney World property. Let's go get ourselves a cold brew. Le Petit Cafe also has a selection of pastries and sweet treats. Today I've got a banana bread. Georgia has gone for a bombolini, which is all very well presented. Banana bread comes in this little eco-friendly carton. It's all very premium and the coffees are absolutely delicious. I've got a cold brew and Georgia's got a cinnamon cold brew. Le Petit Cafe also has a small seating area, dining area, whatever you'd like to call it. It is themed to a library, and the entire Le Petit Cafe and much of the Riviera Resort has a lot of connection and inspiration from Walt Disney's personal journeys around Europe, where he became inspired by the stories and the theme parks that he discovered whilst on his adventures. And there are also lots of artifacts that I believe are real from time periods at which they were created. We love Walt Disney history, so this part of the resort is really, really nice, and we just absolutely love spending our time here, as do many other people that like to do their working from home. Because if I lived in Orlando and worked from home, I'd absolutely come and work at the Riviera Resort.
There is so much chocolate hazelnut spread in here, but it's so good.
We now come downstairs and outside, and we're going to show you around the courtyard area and the pools. Very exciting part of the Riviera that you are definitely going to want to check out if you're staying here. So out here we have large-scale chess, we have some swinging benches and regular benches, there's some cornhole, there's some Connect 4 and a big lawn. I believe this is where they also do Movie Under the Stars, which is exciting. And then straight down this way you're going to get to the lake, which overlooks the Skyliner and Caribbean Beach Resort. Accessible from inside and outside, you'll find Primo Piatto, which is Riviera's quick service that we'll show you in just a second.
Welcome to Primo Piatto. We are currently on our way to our bachelor and bachelorette party, so if you want to go watch that, check out that video. Beforehand, we are well in need of something in our stomachs. We are going drinking around the world, so we've stopped by here to get some pizza and chicken strips, because we're grown-ups.
So we did get the pepperoni flatbread and the chicken strips, classic Disney staples, but we did also demolish them because we're in a bit of a rush to head over to Epcot. We're late for our own party. We're not surprised. Primo Piatto also has lots of other options, including things like turkey sandwiches and paninis, so there's a pretty wide variety of things that obviously we didn't go for this time. I really enjoy this restaurant. We actually came the day that the Riviera opened. A little bit nostalgic, so let's keep exploring the resort. And after we've eaten, we're going next door to Bar Riva. You're able to get some light snacks and some delicious cocktails and other drinks here. It's right across from the pool, so it's the perfect location to grab a snack and a bev. No Disney resort is complete without its beautiful pool. Let's go check it out. From a distance, because there's children playing, behind me is the playground, the play structure, with the best name on Disney property, S'il vous plaît, which I think is brilliant. It's a very fun little water structure. There's a little tiny slide, there's some little water guns and spouts. Very fun for the kids. So that was the family pool. We're going to show you the slightly more private, quieter pool. We've now made our way into the slightly quieter pool. It's not adults only, but it is quieter, so there's no slides. It's mainly just the pool and a place to chillax. These deck chairs are so comfortable, they're super squishy, which is lovely. This pool is a pretty standard rectangular pool. There is a hot tub, there are towels to collect, there are flotation devices if you need them, and it is a lot quieter. You've got a view this way towards the lake, this way towards Disney's Riviera Resort. You find the beautiful tunnel with the fountains, with the mosaics of Tangled and Peter Pan. Disney's Riviera Resort is connected by the Disney Skyliner. You can get to it with a sheltered walkway. One direction takes you towards Disney's Caribbean Beach, where you can connect to Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you go around the other side, you can get directly to the International Gateway over at Epcot, which also connects the Boardwalk Resorts. A super convenient addition to this resort to help you get around Disney World. I was wondering when you were going to get here. Welcome to our tower studio here at the Riviera Resort. We'll give you a quick tour because there's not much to see. As you can tell, this is the main and only living area of the room. We have our large sofa here, flanked either side with a seating area, some drawers, a Keurig coffee machine with Joffrey's Keurig cups, and some extra shelves and the room phone. And on the other side, next to the door, you've got your ice bucket, some extra shelves, information about the resort, a couple of drawers, your mini fridge, microwave, and because it's a DVC room, some extra little kitchen things. However, there is no kitchen. There is a toaster though, which is quite a nice touch. You may be wondering where's the bed, because there's the pillows. Well, let me show you. As mentioned, here's your sofa and here are your ottomans. Again, where's the bed? With a little bit of force, I present the bed. This bed does creak quite a lot as you start to pull it down, but it was relatively comfortable. It's a nice mattress, the pillows were comfy, you've got a lovely bit of artwork themed with Peter Pan. All in all, it's been a very nice bed. We decided to leave the bed down during our stay, but if you did want to start putting it up and down, it's relatively easy to do so. A little bit of force, but it tucks away nicely, and then you get all this space back.
And if you follow me through to the bathroom, we have a lovely little vanity area with some gold accents. You've got a huge mirror and you also have a makeup mirror with a ring light. We also have some storage over here. This room is small, but it comes with a lot of storage. So you've got an extra pillow and blanket, a lot of hangers, some more towels, shelves. You even get a laundry basket in case you need to do some laundry while you're here. There's an ironing board and an iron, and also a safe on the wall. And then the shower. The shower does come equipped with a overhead rainfall shower and a regular shower head, again with the gold accents, feeling very bougie. We also have Disney's signature body wash, shampoo and conditioner. But if you did bring your own, there is a shelf here for all of that. And speaking of shelves, you've got a person shelf, otherwise known as a bench. And of course, out here you have one of my favourite hotel room views that I think we've ever had, and that is because we get to see the glorious Epcot Ball. Out on the balcony, you do get 2 chairs and a little table. We have enjoyed our coffee here each morning of our stay, and it is a lovely place to just kind of let the sun come up, take the morning a little bit slowly, and enjoy views of the Walt Disney World Resort.
The only other thing here in the room is the large screen TV that's obviously going to be playing your Disney Resort background. You've got the Hello Disney Alexa kind of thing down here. We didn't actually know how to turn it off, so we just kept flipping it upside down. You get the little bench with some more storage, a little towel Mickey to welcome you into the room, and your garbage. All in all, this was a really lovely room, although very small. We only live in a 300 square foot studio apartment, which also has a folding down Murphy bed, so we are pretty used to this. However, I understand that this wouldn't be for everybody. The Riviera Resort does include all of the normal DVC rooms from studio to 3 bedrooms, so there are plenty of options here at the resort, but this is an excellent alternative if it's something that you're going to be comfortable in. It can range from $350 to $800 per night depending on the season, which is absolutely insane for a room so small. For comparison, a room on average at Pop Century Resort, which is also connected to the Skyliner, goes between $200 and $380 per night. Still very expensive, but when you consider the size of the room here at the Riviera to that at the Pop Century, that's insane. We were able to stay using DVC points, so it didn't hurt the bank just as much. However, if you were going to consider paying cash, that is a massive jump. And if you make your way down the hallway next to Le Petit Cafe and up to the 10th floor, you'll then find yourselves at Topolino Terrace, which is the signature dining location here at Riviera. In the morning, they do character breakfast with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy in their artist attire. And in the evening, it is a signature dining restaurant where you get views of fireworks from Hollywood Studios and I believe Epcot from the patio. I think so. This is so good. So the question is it overrated? Would we stay here again? I'd say that if you're going to pay cash, it is a lot of money for a nice hotel. If you're on DVC points and you're willing to spend a few extra points, then it's probably worth the extra.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I would definitely stay here again if we're able to steal my parents' DVC points. Thank you, Amanda and Christian. It was our wedding trip, so make sure to go and check all our wedding content out in the description. And also check out our Disney Deluxe Resorts Worth It video to discuss whether we feel like it's worth it compared to moderates and value resorts. With that being said, my name's Jake.
I'm Georgia.
And we'll see you in another video. Ciao.
Ciao.
Skyliner. Why can't I just call it the Riviera Resort? Why does it have to be Disney's, like Disney's Animal Kingdom? I can't say anything that isn't like the official copyrighted name. I have many issues. Anyway. The other side next to the door.
You've also got a picture of the Aristocats. We watch Aristocats on the flight. You really have to watch it more than once to get all of the nuances.